So sa video na to, mag-evaluate tayo ng expressions na may integral exponents o exponent na integers ang ibig sabihin nun. So meron tayong 6 na examples na ipapakita. Sana ma-cover ko lahat ng posibleng itsura ng mga forms na o itsura na ma-encounter ninyo para makatulong sa inyo. And then, at the end of this video, merong bahagi para makapag-practice kayo. No? May practice exercise tayo. So, sa number 1 natin, we have 5 squared multiplied by 5 raised to negative 1 multiplied by 5 raised to 0. I'm assuming na bago ka magpunta sa video na to, meron ka ng prior knowledge about the laws of exponents. No? Kasi makakatulong yon para maging madali yung buhay mo sa pag-evaluate, pag-simplify ng expressions involving integral exponents. Pero habang nagpapaliwanag ako, try ko rin na i-break down yung ilan sa mga laws na yon, no? Laws of exponents. So, sa number 1, pwedeng gawin mo to ng isa-isa muna, no? Evaluate mo muna yung 5 squared, 5 raised to negative 1, tsaka 5 raised to 0, tsaka may multiply all together. Or, dahil nga nare-recall natin sa laws of exponents, kapag pare-parehas yung bases, this example's case, itong 5, kung puro parehas yung bases, tapos minumultiply sila, ang ginagawa natin sa exponents, itong 2, itong negative 1, at saka 0, kailangan lang natin i-add. Diba? Sangayon sa laws of exponent, kapag dalawang bases magkamukha, tapos minumultiply sila, you have your exponents, ang gagawin mo lang i-add yung kanilang exponents, tapos kopyahin yung base na pareha sila. Meron. In this example's case, that's 5 as their common bases. And then, yung exponent na 2, negative 1, tsaka 0, i-add lang natin. Yan. Simplify natin. Itong 0, kahit hindi mo napansinin, pero itong 2 plus negative 1, pag magkaiba yung sign ng integer, di ba nagsusubtract tayo? Tapos kinokopya yung absolute value na pinakamalaki. Kung anong sign nun, yun yung sign ng sagot. So, this is 2 minus 1 basically. Malaki yung 2, so positive yung 1. And then, since 5 pa rin yung base natin, and we know that any number raised to 1 is just the number itself. So, sabihin, ang sagot dito sa number 1 is just 5. Sa number 2 tayo. Sa number 2, we have quantity x plus y raised to negative 2 multiplied by quantity x plus y raised to positive 4 all over quantity x plus y raised to 3. Pansinin natin na yung numerator natin minultiply itong x plus y. Parehas ng base. Yung parentheses na yan, lahat yan ay base nila. Base ng negative 2 tsaka base ng positive 4. And since parehas yan, alam natin na pwede nating i-apply ito. So sa numerator, we will still have x plus y as the common base. Pero yung anilang exponents na negative 2 tsaka positive 4, kailangan nating i-add. Right? Then, sulat ko muna yung denominator natin. X plus y raised to 5 natin. Negative 2 plus 4, that's just positive 2. So now we have x plus y squared over x plus y cubed. Now we have same bases naman. Same bases na pinagde-divide. Kanina pinag-multiply yung same bases, ngayon pinagde-divide. At kung marirecall natin, kapag naman parehas yung bases na dinidivide, ang ginagawa sa exponent nila, sinusubtract naman. No? So, you copy the same base, then the exponent, susubtract mo. Exponent ng numerator subtracted by the exponent of the denominator. So, in this example's case, copyahin lang natin yung kaparehas na base. That's x plus y. And then, the exponents nila, subtract natin. 2 minus 3, that's negative 1. So, now we have here x plus y raised to negative 1. Now, may isa pa tayong marirecall dito. Alam natin na hindi magandang tingnan na may negative na exponent. So, nire-rewrite natin yan. Alam natin na kapag yung variable may exponent na negative, nire-rewrite natin yan as it's parang reciprocal. Reciprocal. Fini-flip natin, tapos yung exponent niya nagiging positive na. So, kung ito ay x, Alam natin may denominator yan na 1. Reciprocate mo yan. I-flip mo yan. That's 1 over x now. Tapos yung exponent niya, kung ano man yon, lagay na lang natin n instead of negative 1 kasi hindi lang naman negative 1 yung pwedeng maging negative exponent. Magiging positive na yon. Pero nandun pa rin siya kasama nung base niya. Mapapakinabangan natin yan dito. Marirewrite natin to as, natin may denominator yan, flip natin, that's 1 over x plus y. Then, since 1 yon, negative 1 magiging positive 1 kahit di mo na isulat. Ito yung magiging sagot sa number 2. Let's proceed to the next example. Sa number 3, meron tayong quantity a minus b raised to 4 over quantity a plus b raised to 0. Tandaan natin na kahit anong base, kahit anong number ang naka-raise sa 0, lahat yon magiging 1 lang. Right? Any number raised to 0, anything raised to 0 is just 1. In this example's case, anything raised to 0, 1 lang yan. Pwede actually natin tong i-rewrite as a quantity a minus b raised to 4. At agad-agad, yan yung simplest form niya. Pwede mong i-expand kung nire-require, pero kung hindi, ito na yung pinakasimpleng itsura niya. Sa number 4 naman, mapapansin natin na meron ulit number na naka-raise sa 0. So, pwede natin i-simplify yan as 1 added by 3 raised to negative 2. Lagay ko sa parentheses. Then, in denominator natin, 3 raised to negative 1. Yan. Kagaya ng sabi ko kanina, ayaw natin na may nakikitang negative na exponent. Ginagawa natin dyan, i-rewrite natin yan as their reciprocal. So, pwede natin itong gawin as 1 added by, reciprocal ni 3 is 1/3. Pero, since yung exponent niya negative 2, magiging positive yan, pero kasama pa rin ni 3. So, that's 3 squared now. And then, sa denominator, meron kang 3 raised to negative 1. Flip mo yan, that's 1/3. Yung 1 magiging positive, pero hindi ka na kailangang isulat. Simplify natin further. We have 1 plus 1 over 3 squared is 9. 3 times 3 yon. Hindi 3 times 2. Marami nagkakamali doon. Then, denominator is 1/3. Let's simplify further. Pero daling ko siya dito sa part na to para mas maraming space. So, yung 1 plus 1 over 9 is basically a whole number added by a fraction. Meron tayong mabilis na paraan para gawin yan. I-multiply natin itong denominator ng fraction dun sa whole number. Tapos, kung ano yung operation, i-apply dun sa numerator at saka sa magiging sagot nitong dalawa. So, this is 9 times 1 added by 1. And then, you just retain this denominator. So, sa numerator dito, taas, fraction bar, basically, numerator nga, no? Meron tayong 9 times 1, that's just 9 plus 1, that's 10 over 9. And then, in denominator natin, meron tayong 1/3. Simplify ulit natin. Alam natin na ito ay fraction divided by another fraction. And to do that, it's the same way as multiplying the fraction, the numerator, by the reciprocal of the divisor. So, flip mo na yung denominator, which is 1/3. That's just 3 over 1. Lagay mo kung gusto mo para makita mo na mag-multiply ka ng numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. Bakit natin flip? Because again, pag nag-divide ka ng fraction, that is the proper way. Lagi mong i-flip yung divisor, tapos mag-multiply ka. So, 10 times 3 is 30. Then, we have 9 times 1 is just 9. 9 times 1 is 9. Then, simplify kung pwede pa. May greatest common factor ba yung 30 and 9? The answer is, can this be 3 or 9? Try natin yung 3. Sa taas merong 10, baba merong 3. As the simplest form. Then you can either rewrite this as a mixed number or, para sa akin, pwede ko nang tawagin to na tamang sagot. Let's proceed to the next example. Yan. This time, meron tayong quantity negative 4x cubed y raised to negative 2 Naka-raise pa yan, the whole thing, sa negative 3. So basically, ang idea, kapag meron kang exponent na naka-raise sa isa pang exponent, kailangan mo lang i-distribute. Tama? Distribute mo yung exponent sa labas sa lahat ng exponent na nasa loob. Now, what do you mean by distribute? Basically, nagmo-multiply ka. So, you rewrite this as negative 4x pa rin, pero 3, didistribute mo yung negative 3 dito sa 3 tsaka negative 2. That's negative 3 times 3, that's negative 9. And then, dito, negative 3 times negative 2, that's y raised to positive 6. Simplify natin kasi may negative na exponent. Kaya lang kung mapapansin, isang term lang yan. So, pag nireciprocate ko yan, hindi lahat, kundi ito lang x na may negative na exponent. So, matitira pa rin yung negative 4 at saka yung y raised to 6. Pero itong x raised to negative 9, since ayaw ko ng may negative exponent, ibababa ko na yan at magiging positive. Yan. Kasi basically, that's 1 over x raised to 9 na minultiply sa negative 4 saka y raised to 6. Pag sinimplify mo, para mo na lang nilagay sa denominator yung linip mo o yung nireciprocate mo. Simplify pa ba natin to? Hindi na kasi hindi common yung base nito. Hindi parehas yan. This is y and this is x. So, hindi pa pwedeng gamitin dyan yung quotient rule. Ibig sabihin, ito na yung sagot. And then, oops, I think I missed something here. Kasi itong negative 3 ay, buti nakita ko. Itong negative 3, dapat i-distribute din maging dito sa negative 4. Right? So, hindi lang sa mga exponents. Kung iisipin, itong negative 4 may exponent din na 1. So, i-distribute mo rin doon. So, this is basically negative 4 raised to negative 3. Ayun, tama. So, dapat ko sigurong burahin ito. And then, since we have negative exponents, sabi natin, i-reciprocate natin yan. Ayaw natin na may negative exponent. So, kagaya ng pag-flip ko dito sa x raised to negative 9, ganun din yung gagawin ko dito sa negative 4 raised to negative 3. So, yan ay magiging 1 over negative pa rin yung 4. Pero naka-raise na siya sa positive 3. Na pwede kong i-simplify. So, that will actually be 1 over na may negative sa denominator or may negative sa numerator. Yung overall fraction, negative na. Tama? So, I can just write the negative sign dito sa gilid. And then yung 4 raised to 3, that's 4 times 4 times 4. Hindi 4 times 3. So, 4 times 4 is 16. And then, i-multiply mo ulit sa 4. That's going to be 64. Tapos, dahil nga flinip ko sila, pwede na ilagay ko na lang sila sa denominator. Ang matitira natin sa numerator is y raised to 6. And then, nasa denominator natin yung negative. Ilalagay ko na dito yan. Unahin ko yung 64. And then, yung x, basically, minultiply, di ba? So, this is x raised to 9. Ito yung magiging sagot na. And I'm sorry I missed the first part. Dapat si 3 na exponent, negative 3, maging sa numerical coefficient, dinidistribute din. Hindi lang dun sa may exponent na variables. What else? Number 6 na tayo. Agad-agad may may 0 na exponent. So, that's just 1. Pwedeng i-simplify ito as 1 plus y cubed over 5z cubed. And last example natin to. Tapos, Sumunod, ikaw naman yung mag-practice. Alright? Lahat daw yan naka-raise sa negative 3. Simula na tayong mag-distribute. Kanina, itong buong term na to naka-raise sa negative 3, dinistribute natin sa bawat terms. Tama? Bawat component nitong term na to. Kasi isang term lang pala siya. Ganun din yung gagawin natin dito. So, yung negative 3, i-distribute natin una dun sa 1, sunod dito sa y cube, sunod dito sa 5z cube. Simulan natin dito sa 1. So, positive 1 raised to negative 3. Basically, yan ay magiging sulat natin para mas makita natin. This is y raised to 3 times negative 3, that's negative 9. And then, sa denominator, meron tayong 5z raised to negative 3. Pero kagaya ng nagawa ko kanina, no, na miss ko, yung 5 din dito, dapat naka-raise din sa negative. Same with z cube, naka-raise sa negative 3, so that's 3 times negative 3, that's negative 9 as well. Simplifying further, lahat muna ng negative bago ko i-simplify, no? Lahat muna ng negative exponent, i-flip natin. So, yung 1 na kanina nasa baba, nasa taas, dahil negative exponent niya, lalagay ko siya sa baba. Pero positive na exponent. Then, ito rin, yung y raised to negative 9, baba ko, at positive na yung 9. Same here. This is 5 raised to negative 3. Bago natin i-simplify, magiging positive, and then yung z, ganun din, yung positive na yun. Let's simplify further. So, 5 cubed is basically 5 times 5 times 5. Hindi siya 5 times 3. Right? So, 5 times 5 is 25. Multiply mo ulit sa 5. That's 125. And then yung z raised to 9 pa rin. Habang yung denominator niya naman, 1 cubed. Kahit ano pang exponent ni 1, alam natin na yun ay 1 multiplied by itself lamang. Yung exponent, sasabihin lang kung ilang beses gagawin. So, kung 3 yan, this is 1 times 1 times 1. Hindi 1 times 3. So, that's just 1 added by y raised to 9. And this is our final answer. Now it's your turn. Can you do these? Simplify lang itong mga expressions. Let me know sa comments kung ano magiging sagot mo o kung may bahagi ng video na to na hindi mo ganong naunawaan. Thank you so much for watching this video.